Hi guys, Adam Katz for DogTrainerToolbox.com. If you need more clients, if you need more calls, if you need to sign more dog owners, get in touch with me at DogTrainerToolbox.com. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a box that says Google AdWords Management, Professional Google AdWords Management, Expert Google AdWords Management, something like that. Expert Google AdWords Management for dog trainers only. Click on that, read through that page. At the bottom of it is a link to my booking app. If everything on the page makes sense to you, get in touch with me, book a free phone call, and we will see if what we have to offer will help your dog training business grow and kind of go upwards and onwards from there. Now that we've got business out of the way, I wanted to spend just a couple of minutes, a few minutes anyways, reviewing this site. This is Jennifer from the Dog Trainer Marketing Group on Facebook posted this. She did a great job of taking action and getting the Cashvertising book and several other books on sales and marketing in order to redo her website and write the copy. Copy is the persuasive text on her website. So I wanted to just point out a couple of things real quick because I think that she's real close, and with some tweaking, maybe like 20% of tweaking can make this website so much better. But I think Jennifer's really cool for actually buying some of the books I recommended and implementing them and trying to use them. Sometimes we can get so close to our own project that it's difficult to kind of take a step back. So hopefully this will help a little bit. First thing I noticed was that when I scan this, let me back up. So in writing good headlines and writing good copy, I've mentioned this many times, it needs to be about you, the person reading the website. It needs to be about you, the dog owner, not me, the dog trainer. Nobody really gives a crap about me, right? Except that the headline that you use and the copy needs to relate enough to who we are and what we're selling. I'm going to show you what I mean. So skipping all of this, going right down to the main headline here, which I would move up to here because this is where your prime real estate is. Love the picture, probably because I on a border collie myself. But for those of you watching this on your phone, I'm going to read it for you. The headline says, "Learn how to stop your dog's embarrassing, annoying, destructive, or aggressive behaviors for good." For good. Setting aside the permanency of for good, which sounds a little bit foreboding, but that just may be my opinion. This is a very good headline. It's a benefit-oriented headline, so you nail that. Really good. The problem is I'm not exactly sure. See, I'm skimming this, right? You got to do the drunk test. Get really drunk and then read through this. Most people are skimming. They're not reading a whole bunch of details. They're not specifically starting at the top. Their eye is going to be drawn to this first, and then they're going to come down here. The problem with this headline is that I'm not sure if you're what you are. Are you a dog training company, or is this a membership site or a subscription website or something else? Are you selling me, you're going to sell me a bunch of DVDs? I'm not clear that this is what I'm looking for. Part of the reason for that is that even though it's a very specific benefit-oriented headline, it doesn't specifically relate to who you are and what it is that you're selling. In addition to that, you've got the phone number up here in the upper right-hand corner. That's great. But right beneath it, you've got register today. This makes me think that you're selling me some kind of a membership program or I'm not exactly sure what. So I'm going to take you over to this I Love Kickboxing website. And I've shown this in one of my other videos. Look at their main headline here. It says, "Get fit fast," benefit-oriented, right? "With our amazing local kickboxing classes." Okay. So they could have said, "Get fit fast and lose a ton of weight," right? But they didn't. They wanted to make it clear that they're not selling something else. These are local kickboxing classes. And the benefit is you're going to get fit fast. So you can do something very similar with this. We can help you stop your dog's embarrassing, annoying, destructive, aggressive behaviors. Call now for your free consultation. Just a little tweak can make it way, way better. Now, the other thing that really jumped out at me was your meta tags here say Denver Dog Training Home, okay? The URL, caninecounselor.com, makes me think, well, wait a minute, what's the name of the business? Is it Denver Dog Training? Is it Canine Counselor? Or is it here, Front Range Canine Academy. I'm assuming the name of the company is actually Front Range Canine Academy. And even this name, it's a little bit confusing. This almost sounds like, I don't know, there's a big gun training academy called Front Sight Academy. And maybe most other people that wouldn't register, but for me, it's a little bit confusing. And the main reason it's confusing is because the domain name looks like a company name, Canine Counselor, and the meta tag up here is very vague. It says Denver Dog Training. So you could fix this. You can actually just add a dash next to it and then put Front Range Canine Academy, or put Front Range Canine Academy first and then put Denver Dog Training. Either of those would accomplish that goal. Granted, there is benefit to having this here, SEO benefit for your search engine rankings, but I don't want to confuse the person visiting the site. The main thing that bothers me here is this. This is prime real estate. It's a great picture, but this headline you've got, better training, better pets, is terrible. It's empty. It's not working for you. It's sitting at the top. It's sitting in prime real estate on your website, but it's not working for you. It's not carrying its own weight because it's empty. Better training, better pets. What does that really mean, right? So instead, if we had something like, get fit fast. Obviously, it wouldn't be get fit fast because you're a dog training company, but let's say get dog training results fast with our amazing private lessons and board and train offerings. This is off the cuff, guys. Give me a break. Hopefully you get what I mean. Put something better here. You've got a good headline here. Move it up here maybe and make it specific to you. The other thing, I noticed right over here, you've got a couple of testimonies, which is great, having this up here. Again, you're doing a lot of stuff right. So don't take this personal. All of this is meant to be completely constructive. I love the fact that you're taking action, you're messing around with this stuff, and you're testing different headlines and different copy. Perfect. Excellent. I would make this even stronger by adding the town or the city or maybe the neighborhood even that they live in, or you could even put Denver, Colorado, and then add a little picture of them right here because we want to create authenticity. We want people to know that we're not just making this up. So that right there, is your dog a pet or a problem? I don't really like these types of headlines. I think you should use something else that really communicates, get your dog to listen to you anywhere you go. It's more specific that you can do something for them. The other thing that jumped out at me here was are you ready to start having a better life with your dog? Contact us today. That's a good call to action. So I'm going to applaud you there. That's super. Get our free information page on Urban Overload for more details on this rising problem for many of today's dogs. I'm not clear what that's about exactly, or why I should be interested in it. These down here, Facebook, links to Yelp. What happens when I click this? It takes me away from your page. And guess what? I got some messages. Who's contacting me? Who's commenting about stuff? Manners matter, training your dog. Okay. Hey, this is kind of cool. Somebody commented on this video I did of my wife. Lori. Oh my God, Lori's showing pictures of her new kitchen. I got to check that out. See what I mean? You lost me. You totally lost me. Now my wife's calling me for dinner. I close the website and I come back to my search for a dog trainer 3 hours later, but I'm probably going back to Google. And at that point, there's a good chance I might click on somebody else's link. Don't do that. It doesn't help. Okay. So that number one. Number two, this thing here, what sets us apart? Experience, 28 years of it. That doesn't set you apart. I could probably find somebody within 5 minutes who's got 30 years of experience, right? That isn't what sells me. I mean, I know people who've been driving a car for like 40 years and still can't parallel park, so that doesn't really sell me. Now, if you have something that maybe you won an award, maybe a local newspaper said, you're the best. Maybe you've got a friend who's like a top dog trainer in another city, and they said, Jennifer is the best trainer I've ever worked with in Denver. That would be a lot more effective than experience 28 years, we got it. So wanted to throw that out. Another thing that I did notice is everything here, you've done a good job, but what's missing is like the big idea, what copywriters talk about being the big idea. What is the big idea? Now, if you go over to this kickboxing thing, the big idea here is real people, real results, and you're going to get fit fast, right? It's very simple. It's very clear. The big idea here, we've got a lot of copy. We can stop a lot of different behavior problems, but there's no secret sauce. So what you want to do is you want to figure out what it is that you do differently. I'm sure even if you use an almost identical dog training approach to somebody else, there's something that you do. Maybe it's the way that you look at a dog when you first meet him. Maybe it's the way that you approach the dog. Maybe it's the tools that you use. Maybe it's that, who knows what it is, but there's something about the way that you view dogs, about the way that you view dog training that is unique to you, and that is your secret sauce. And that's the big idea. The big idea is once you learn my secret sauce, it's going to change everything. And so all of your copy, all of your benefit-oriented copy should be built around that big idea. So that's really important. The final thing that really stood out here, I wanted to point out, and again, you've got great pictures. The pictures are really lovely. You've got to click here for pricing on all our services. Your pricing page is super confusing. I have no idea what I want. Okay, so we've got core obedience, $495, 8 to 10 sessions, which honestly, you need to revamp this. There's no way you can make a living at this. You might be able to make a living just yourself, but you're leaving a huge amount of money on the table. And really, once you factor in advertising costs, and maybe you want a facility, and maybe you want employees or a receptionist to answer your phone, there's not a lot of money left over. So the way to get around that is to get rid of all this selling per session and instead sell programs, sell results, compete on value rather than competing on price. Also, if I've got your prices here, I don't really need to call you. In fact, even though you've got maybe better copy than somebody else, I don't really have a reason to pick up the phone. Whereas if all of this was geared towards, you didn't tell them how much it costs because you don't know, you haven't met the dog yet, right? Every dog's different, and you get them to call and talk with you. Suddenly you're in a position where you're building rapport, okay? And you're in a position where you can teach them why you're different. Tell them more about your secret sauce. Form a connection. Now you have a relationship. They feel like they can talk to you. They feel like you listen to them. Now you're in a completely different ballpark than everybody else that's posting their prices on their website and doing the same kind of thing. So you're real close here. There's a lot of stuff you can do that can tweak it to make it way, way better. And I'm really excited to see what you can do with this because you got a lot going on. You got a lot of good stuff going on here. I just think that we need to focus more on building your copy around big idea and being a little bit more clear about, this stuff. What we can do for you. The big idea is we can get you fit fast with local kickboxing classes. In your case, you're selling dog training, but apply that concept to what you're doing and you're going to have a real winner. Guys, thanks for watching. Again, head over to dogtrainertoolbox.com. We got a lot of stuff to help you grow your business, from how to talk on the phone to prospective clients, to how to run in-person consultations, how to design a flyer, interviews with some real cool people, and also a really, really important pitch for my Google AdWords management service, which is 100% done for you. So all you have to worry about is picking up the phone when people call. Again, second pitch in the same 15-minute video. So probably enough for you guys today. If you have any questions, please post in the comment section at the Dog Trainer, the Dog Trainer Marketing Group on Facebook, or my YouTube channel is Cats on Marketing. This video will be up there too. You can comment below the video at YouTube if you have more questions. Guys, I'm Adam Katz. Take care.